I'm very pleased to see so many of you out here today. I think the support we've had from the local people in Jarrow has been amazing. I mean, it's your heritage that we're carrying forward here. 75 years ago this week, my great-granddad was one of the 200 out-of-work men who marched 300 miles to London to make their voices heard by the same system of millionaire government who are supposedly there to represent us. Yet we have them fiddling their expenses and putting up university fees for ordinary working class young people so they can't achieve their full potential and get the jobs that they deserve. In Jarrow in the 1930s there was 70% unemployment, massive poverty, starvation and disease around the town, and it's inspiring that these men were not prepared to just sit there and watch their families suffer because of the conditions they were forced into. The only way their voices would be heard would be by making the 300-mile journey from Jarrow to London and making their points in person to their so-called representatives. 75 years on, there's no comparison to the conditions that we're facing. But we feel that the only way that we're going to have ourselves heard is by going back to basics to get the same system to listen to us. I think the original marchers would be proud of what we're doing, fighting for our rights here, but at the same time they would be angry and disappointed that we have to go back to these tactics to make ourselves heard. The next 5 years... In the next 5 years, youth unemployment is set to rise to 1.5 million, and we have to say enough is enough to this government. Public sector jobs are going. The people who are being forced out of work are normally young people and people with families to support. Myself, I would like to go into youth work after this because it's given me so much. But with jobs being cut in youth work, I would have nothing to offer to my community if I didn't have a job in that sort of role. The government are cutting courses and apprenticeships, scrapping EMA, implementing academy schools, raising university fees. The condemned government have taken our futures away from us while they've been privately educated and the cabinet is made up of millionaires who are making decisions which affect the real people of this country. They have no idea the impact this will have on real people.
Fight back!
Today we're in Jarrow. It's the recreation of the Jarrow March, the 7th anniversary, and we're marching the 300 miles from Jarrow, London, like the Jarrow Crusaders did all those years ago. Well, every time we've had a stall, everyone's always coming up to us and saying that we've stalled on the news or read it in the paper, and they're really supportive of it. And we've had a lot of donations from people in Jarrow, and they do seem really enthusiastic about this cause being promoted. I mean, the North East does have one of the highest unemployment rates in the country. And at the time of the march, it was 70% of the population out of work. Thanks.
Honestly, good luck. Well done. Making your point known.
Yeah. Now, last week, the media described me as spiky-haired and furious. And I think we all need to be furious at what this government is doing to us. I'm proud to see so many of you taking the initiative the original marchers had and following in their footsteps of the Jarrow Crusaders to show this government that we're not going to take these cuts lying down and show them what a disgrace they are. Thank you.